This is Ujjwal Kumar Sen, and again we got it out. Got a question. Which question has been asked in GATE previous year? Alright, so this is a case of condenser, and of course, this is a topic. The topic we are talking about today is HE. What is the meaning of HE? That is heat exchanger. Okay, so in case of condenser, what happened? That is important. Let me share with you. In case of condenser, we are having just like we have this, right? So in case of condenser, what we have basically, we have the steam which is condensing, that would be constant, that is steam temperature would be 120 degree only. So this is about it. Now if it is 120 degree and it is 120 degree, now if the cooling water leaves at 80 degree, but before that what we have given, water enters at 30 degree. So water is entering here 30 degree centigrade and cooling water leaving at 80 degree. So from here we got theta 1 and from here we can get theta 2. So what is the theta 1? Basically theta 1 is 120 minus 30 is equal to 90 is equal to theta 1, and theta 2 is equal to 120 minus 80 is equal to 40 is theta 2. Alright, so what we got basically from it from this diagram, that what is theta 1 and what is theta 2. After getting this, what we can find out, I will share with you. But first of all, let me share with you what other things given in this question, and again what we have to find out from this question. That is also important, right? So the question is in front of you. I hope you have read till now. So what we have given basically, Cp of water is equal to 4.187 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. We have given this, and overall heat transfer coefficient U is equal to, we have given 2000 watt per meter square Kelvin. We have also given this. Now so what we have to find out basically, HTA, heat transfer area. What is the value of heat transfer area? We have to find out in this question, right? So this question is little bit lengthy, but let me share with you. Based on this question, I have seen they have asked based on this concept, they have asked two to three times this type of problem, okay, in GATE examination. So if you are preparing for GATE, then this is a very good topic, and it's really easy, not that much difficult as we think. So first of all, what we have to find out, area. Now in heat exchanger we are having a relation, that is Q is equal to UA theta m. Because we have given U, we have to find out theta m also. Now from here we don't know Q. They did not give what is the value of Q in the question. So also we have to find out Q, but they have given mass flow rate. Okay, so we know the relation, that is Q is equal to mCp delta T. Okay, because it is given here, we are taking water, so what we'll take Cp, right? Cp of water. Now what we can write basically, UA theta m is equal to mCp delta T. What is U basically? U is overall heat transfer coefficient. Write it down, 2000. Okay, area we have to find out. Theta m we can find out. Theta m, what is theta m? It is LMTD, logarithmic mean temperature difference. So don't forget that. Now what is m? Basically m is mass flow rate. So we have given mass flow rate is how much? 1500 kg per hour. So we have to convert it into 1500 kg per second. So this will become 1500 by 3600. We have to divide 3600. So we got what in this unit, we got in kg per second. That means SI. Cp is equal to 4.187 kilojoule, so we have to multiply with 10 to the power 3. Now what is delta T? Change in temperature. So here how much temperature is there? Is 90, and here how much temperature we got basically? Oh yeah, the temperature is here. Also we can say temperature is 30 here, and here how much temperature we have? 80. So change in temperature is 50. So we can write 50. Okay, now you may be thinking that here temperature difference, temperature given in centigrade, but here we have given in Kelvin. right? We have also given here in Kelvin. Let me share with you the theta m. We are going to get value that unit of that quantity would be in centigrade. So there would not be any problem because centigrade and centigrade will be cancel out, right? That's why I'm sharing, because many students got confused here and unable to find out the answer. Because of that, their basic concept will be weak. I don't want that. You have to build your basic concept as strong as it can be. That's why you will not get confused, at least in basic things. That is really important in case of competition examination. Okay, now let's get started with it. So what we got, basically we got here, now all values totally depend on theta m. So to find out the area of heat transfer area, we have to find out theta m. Without finding out theta m, we cannot solve the question further. So we need to know what type of heat exchanger we are having right now in terms of flow. So we are having, as you can see, the direction of the flow is same. So the heat transfer we have, that is parallel flow heat transfer. So which type of heat transfer we are having? This is parallel flow. This is parallel flow heat transfer. All right. Now if this is parallel flow heat transfer, then we know that theta m is equal to theta 1 minus theta 2 natural log theta 1 by theta 2. We know this. Now what is theta 1? Basically theta 1 is here 90 and theta 2, the difference between is 40. So 40. Now natural log 90 by 40, 0 cancel out, so we can say 50 by natural log 9 by 4. Okay, so this is the answer we got here. Now look at the option, look at the what calculator we have, and we'll calculate it. So how much values basically we are getting here? 61.657 degrees centigrade. How I am getting degree centigrade? Let me share with you. Theta by theta, its unit is cancel out. Theta 1 minus theta 2, that means unit would be same as theta 1. So what is the unit of theta 1? That is difference 90 degrees centigrade, right? That's why we have taken degree centigrade. Are you getting my point? Now what we have to do, basically we have to put this value here and we have to calculate it to get the answer. So this is how we can solve the question. Don't worry, I will share with you the answer also, and I will try to find out in front of you only. That's why you will have some basic approach. Now we have to, before going to solve it, we have to review it first, that whatever values we have taken to solve the problem, all those values are taken right or wrong. First of all, we have to look at the answer, unit of the answer in meter square they have given, that means SI. So all units we have taken till now in SI only. Okay, that means this one get cancelled, so we don't need to bother about that. But other things we have to look at, just like here we have given kilojoule, so we have taken 10 to the power 3 because of that, right? So we have to find out now area. So basic thing is that we have to use calculator. So 1500 multiple 4.187 multiple 10 to the power 3 multiple 50 is equal to this much. Now we have to divide by 3600 multiple 2000 multiple this value 61.657. So what is the value? Basically we are getting 0.7073 meter square. Now look at the options we have given. So option D is the right answer for this question. So what we have learned from this question, basically, if they are considering case of condenser or evaporator, so I must say that they are helping, they are just making the concept, making the question little bit lengthy, or as well as I must say that a little bit complex. That's why those did not practice such type of problem, they are unable to solve. If they will even try to solve, they will get wrong answer, and that is for sure. Now most important thing is that how you can able to solve this kind of problem in the examination. Simple. What you have to do, you have to just be calm and yeah, right, these days you have to solve numerical problems. Don't sit like idle, just solve numerical problems. Then you will have practice, you will practice, and definitely you can solve numerical problems in the examination, in the upcoming examination. Well, thanks for watching. Thank you very much. Bye bye.